What's up everyone, it's Lily and welcome back to Slaver Vlogs. So as you can tell, I am made up again today. It is Wednesday night country night at the college town bar that I go to, and I always try to make it out every week or at least every other week. So here I am, dutied up in my makeup and my Dustin Lynch merch for country night. Anyway, it is also the theme of this video, so I thought that it would be really fun to sit down and talk about all of the fun interactions that I've had with famous people or celebrities. And because I've had a number of interactions with country music artists, I thought that I would make this video country music themed in honor of country nights. So let's get into these stories because I'm super excited. So first off, I actually went to Nashville. I believe it was my freshman year of high school. It was in 2015. I was not Clara and the Nutcracker yet, so it couldn't have been my sophomore year. So I'm thinking it was freshman year of high school. It was spring break. I was 14 years old and I had never gone to Nashville. And this was when I was like not into country music. I still thought it was hillbilly and a little bit too twangy for me. So I wasn't a big fan of country music back then. And really all I knew was like Taylor Swift, like old school Taylor Swift, so like Love Story, Fearless, and Taylor Swift era, maybe Speak Now era in there as well. That was the only kind of country that I listened to. So Nashville was pretty fun as far as I could remember. Again, not a big country music fan, so it was just kind of chilling. And the first, I guess, interaction that I've had with a country music singer was when I went to the Grand Ole Opry. I never actually met any of the country music stars that performed there, but I did see Little Big Town and they sang Girl Crush, which I guess was like their #1 hit at the moment. And I knew that song, so I was like super excited to hear that song, and I knew that band as well. I know that my parents had a couple of artists that they knew, so it was really fun going to the Opry, but I don't really remember it though. So I'm definitely gonna have to go back when there are performers that I do know there and that I can actually record and remember. So in Nashville, I went to one of the restaurants along Broadway and I got to see some live performances there. I don't know who I saw, but they did a rendition of Sugar by Maroon 5, and it was later revealed that in tour with Luke Bryan, Dustin Lynch, and Randy Houser, that they did a cover of Sugar on their tour, and I'm now wondering, did I maybe see Luke Bryan, Dustin Lynch, or Randy Houser at a honky-tonk bar? Possibly, maybe, but I just remember that moment being like so funny because first of all, my dad and I have an inside joke about how he doesn't really like Adam Levine from Maroon 5, and I just like say that, oh, it's your best friend or like your favorite person in the entire world whenever one of his songs comes on the radio. But it was also really funny because, again, not a country music fan at all at the time, and I was super excited to hear like a pop song that like I knew super well. So that was really fun for me and definitely the most memorable moment in Nashville. And then lastly, I actually took a picture in front of like the Taylor Swift Education building. Here's the picture if you were wondering. And Taylor Swift actually liked that picture. And this was before it was the blue check mark verification kind of thing that they do on Instagram now. But everybody knew that it was Taylor Swift's account because of the follower count and also just because people knew. So Taylor Swift liked my picture. I still have the screenshot here. I will point out her notification right there. I actually posted it on my dance account, which I deleted sadly, so it's not like there anymore. It was really funny because I put my phone down, or I guess it was my iPod back then. Yeah, it was my iPod back then because I didn't get my phone until my sophomore year of high school. So I still had my iPod Touch then, and I put it down after I posted the picture, and I just get bombarded with notifications and likes. I'm like, what the heck happened? Because I used like the regular hashtags that most people would use to get more clout or more likes or more interactions, and it was just like blowing up. And I was like, what is this? And I checked my comments and they were like, Taylor liked. Oh my God, she liked. And I was like, wait, what? And so I looked through my likes and Taylor Swift literally likes my picture. And I was like, oh my God. So honestly, throwback 2015 Instagram when people could see the recent activity of who they're following. So it's just like this person like this photo and this person followed this person. I don't know if you guys remember that. I don't know if you guys had Instagram before that or during that era, but it was during that era and Taylor Swift liked my picture and everybody saw that Taylor Swift had liked my picture and they're like, oh my God, they were freaking out. So it was really funny. So that was kind of like my first interactions with country music singers. Obviously, Taylor Swift was just like up there going for the gold right at the beginning. So next up, we have the Jameson Rogers concert, which was a couple weeks ago. And that was about 7 years after the whole Nashville, Tennessee trip, Taylor Swift Like My Picture era. We are now in present day, present time. 2 weeks ago, I went to a Jameson Rogers concert. It was actually really fun. I vlogged a little bit of it there, so I'll link that in the description below. But basically what happened is I am taking a course, my senior capstone course, and we're actually reporting for a newspaper for our college town, and I am the arts and entertainment beat writer. And I thought, hey, wouldn't it be fun to interview Jameson Rogers before he comes to the local bar to perform a concert. So I tried contacting Jameson Rogers through Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, like directly. He didn't answer my messages, so I decided to go with the manager. So I actually emailed Jameson Rogers' manager and was just like, hey, I know Jameson Rogers is going to be in town for a concert. I was wondering if I could interview him for the town newspaper. And his manager got back to me after the weekend and was just like, yeah, sure, like, does this time work? I'm like, it works perfectly. So I got to interview him and it was really fun. You can see that footage in the vlog that I have for that specific day, again linked in the description below. It was really fun and he's super sweet, super nice, and just super down to earth. I enjoyed interviewing him. It was definitely one of like the biggest interviews that I've ever had in my entire life. A lot of feelings and emotions were felt, but it was really fun, and ultimately it's kind of a fun flex where I can just kind of be like, yeah, I interviewed Jameson Rogers. You know, I interviewed him. So I think that's really fun. And I actually got to go to his concert. I didn't get to go for free. I actually bought tickets to his concert, but I wanted to get like really, really good pictures because obviously like I'm reporting for this newspaper, I gotta get good pictures. So I made it a goal of mine to get there early, which my friend and I did. We got to the front of the stage, literally at the front of the stage, and we stayed there the whole night and I took a lot of good pictures. Here's a fun close-up picture that you can see, and you can also see that I got my hand shook by Jameson Rogers. I was super, super close. I was literally right there. Also, one of my first concerts ever that I can remember, so it was super fun. Obviously, my first country concert, so now I just want to go to all of the country concerts whenever they're on tour and everything like that. My dream concerts to go to are Dustin Lynch, obviously, and Thomas Rhett. Those are my two favorite country music artists and the two that I would really want to see live. Anyway, so speaking of Dustin Lynch, I actually do have the footage of meeting Dustin Lynch via Zoom. I know that in the last video I had explained everything that happened and I had said like, hey, I'm meeting Dustin Lynch via Zoom, and I never had any photo or physical evidence for that. I actually do have the video and I will put it right here for you guys to watch.
We had another question from Lily. I thought this was great. She said, we know you're obsessed with Dairy Queen. What is your favorite go-to Blizzard?
Snickers.
Snickers.
And in fact, I need to probably go to Dairy Queen tonight, only because it's still kind of, I'm in recovery mode from Super Bowl weekend where I was eating like crap. So it's like, let's keep it going one more day and then maybe get back to paying attention to what I'm putting in my body. So I've got a gift card in my backpack right here I came across. I may need to go use that gift card.
Oh, there's nothing better than finding like the forgotten gift card. You're like, oh, wait a second.
So I hope you enjoyed that little snippet. I'm actually so proud of myself that I thought of that Dairy Queen question, because it is literally my biggest accomplishment ever to say that Dustin Lynch got Dairy Queen because I told him to or inspired him to. So it's my greatest flex, my biggest accomplishment. Anyway, that was super fun. That was also super random and like unexpected. I know that I explained in my previous vlog that I never win raffles. Like, I entered this raffle and I know I never win raffles, so I kind of forgot about it. And then they emailed me and they were like, you won this raffle. And that's how I got this Dustin Lynch merch as well. I got $100 worth of his merch. I also got a free download of his new album, Blue in the Sky, and the Zoom call. So it was this whole package deal. And I was like, oh my God, like, I hope this is legit. And it was, obviously. And it was so fun. Definitely one of the highlights of my life. I'm obsessed with Dustin Lynch. Everybody who probably watches this vlog and everybody who is my friend and knows me knows that I'm obsessed with Dustin Lynch. So it was a really fun experience to meet him, even if it was through Zoom. I hope that one day I can go to his concert, go to a meet and greet, and actually meet him in person. Maybe give him like a Dairy Queen gift card, because Dairy Queen is amazing. So going into a little bit more detail on that Zoom call, it was through Odyssey, which is a radio company, and they had this whole like package deal with this raffle that I won, and so I got to be a part of that. I did not actually get to speak to him, so he did not hear my voice or anything like that. He got to see me, obviously, because my camera was on and everything like that. We waved to the camera whenever our question was being presented for the first time, but I did not get to actually speak to him, but I did get to put my questions in the chat, and whoever was running the actual interview was just like, oh, Lily said this, or Lily asked this, and then he would answer. Obviously, there were a small number of people in the Zoom call, so it was a lot more private than I would have expected. I thought there was going to be like at least 20 people, maybe up to 50 people on the Zoom call, but it was actually like very intimate, very private, and it was a lot of fun. So yeah, those are my stories about meeting country music artists. There's not a lot of stories there, but there are definitely memorable stories there that I can pick and pull out and put in this video. So thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, turn on your post notifications so you're updated every single time we upload a video. Comment down below video ideas and follow us on social media. The links are in the description below, and I will see you guys next time. And I hope I have more fun stories of how I met celebrities, because there are actually a lot of celebrities that I've met somehow. Alrighty, bye!